Hello, I'm Arnold Senior Landscape Architect at the City of Pickering, and I'm your Pickering Pro for the month of June. And we're talking today about landscape architecture and doing how you do design work for your own home. And we're going to have a little look at an existing site here, analyze the site to see what conditions we have and give you some suggestions on things to look for and things to consider. Okay, so we're at the site here today. We're going to look at the existing site conditions a little bit to get an understanding of what the conditions are at. We're going to look at the driveway and the walkway, the existing trees and bushes to see what may need replacing, and to also look at other conditions. We talk about sun and shade just to see when we're selecting plants later on or doing other design work. So as you can see, the way this home is facing, there's some areas that do get in the shade later in the day, so when we're doing plant selections we want to have that considered. We're going to look at the walkway and the steps, the conditions as some of these, the plant material here is getting a little overgrown, and we would look at replacing it as well. We have a tree at the front here that is blocking sight lines to the door, and when we're doing design work, we always think of, it's called the 7 principles, which is crime prevention through environmental design. So you like to have clear sight lines to your front door, just so from the street you feel safe as well. And features like the light pole that's in the garden here will become a feature that we like to remain at the end of the day as a bit of a focal point. So all things considered, and then do up a bit of a sketch just outlining some of those things. So we're going to do a little measure up of the site and prepare a drawing of the base plan and go from there. Measuring the existing site conditions to get an idea of what's here to work with, and preparing a bit of a sketch. And then when we're done, we prepare a base plan that we can work with to prepare the design work. Okay, from the rough site measurements, usually take if you've got a piece of graph paper at home to a scale, you can prepare a bit more of a refined drawing to get an understanding of your existing conditions and use that as your base plan for the final design. On here you can note that we've got areas here now that are more in the shade in the afternoon. We can look at sight lines in. So when thinking about your yard and your new design, think a bit about the programming of your yard. Do you do a lot of entertaining that you need space for barbecuing? You want to build a big entertaining deck? Hot tub, whether you want to put a pool in the future? Maybe you've got children, you need lots of room for them to play, pets. So just keep all those things in mind when you're thinking of your grand scheme of your yard and your master plan. That's all for today, and stay tuned for the next video on hardscaping.